Well, Afriforum has announced that it will represent the Botswana government in a fraud and money laundering court case involving Bridgette Motsepe-Radebe. The South African businesswoman is the wife of former Minister Gerrie and is the sister-in-law of President Cyril Ramaphosa. Motsepe-Radebe has been implicated in the alleged theft of more than 146 billion rand from Botswana to fund a coup before the national election. That's the allegation. Let's go to ETV News' Pule Letswiti, who was at that briefing, joining us now. This is a very serious accusation. Pule, bring us up to speed.
Well, good afternoon, Gareth. A very scathing allegations here brought by, of course, the Botswana government and Afriforum. So what's basically going to happen here is that Afriforum will also represent was appointed by the Director of Public Prosecutions, which is Stephen Tiro Yahosi, to look into this money laundering matter, which involves highly profiled and politically connected South Africans. And what they're basically saying is that they want Afriforum to put pressure on DIRCO to give them information which will allow the Botswana government and the public prosecution in that country to fast-track the investigations, as the matter is on the court roll in the court in Gaborone and will be heard soon. But they're also arguing that they had requested this information, which includes account documentations and other further confidential documentation, to actually fast-track the investigation since September last year on the 25th. And they're quite frustrated as to how this process has been prolonged by the South African government.
They make an inference that the delay is quite deliberate, because it's been a delay of 6 months. There's been no feedback whatsoever. And certainly, if one knows who is involved in this matter, who the allegations was leveled against, then clearly one can make an inference that the delay is because of the people involved.
All right, Afriforum's Gerrie now speaking to you earlier. Pule, what is the timeline? What is the next move in this case?
Well, he says it could take weeks, it could take months, depending on how long and how much of information they are going to need. But he's actually assured everyone that, they will be up to speed with these investigations and that they will leave no stone unturned. They actually say they're quite disappointed as to how the South African government has responded to the Botswana government. But quite importantly, just before I leave, is to tell you that they're also saying that this could ruin the diplomatic relationships between the two neighboring countries in future if there isn't any cooperation coming from the South African government.
Pule Letswiti, thank you very much indeed. You can follow him on Twitter as well for updates on that story. Well, this